All right, you hear me talk a lot about protecting your peace. So I'm going to demonstrate to you this glass and this glass. These are both, this is still your piece. I'm going to show you two different things. And we're going to use these little food coloring guys as people and stuff. Okay, so we're going to take all these different colors. So you hear me talk a lot. I'm going to do a demonstration for you. And you hear me talk a lot about protecting your peace because your peace is currency. Your energy is currency. It's worth it's worth more than anything that you'll ever have in your entire life is your full on peace. So your peace is going to be represented. We're going to set this one over here. Okay. Your peace is going to be represented by the clarity of it, right? Because think of your peace, energy and peace is like, clear and happy and joyful and stuff like that. But see, what happens is you think other people are responsible for your peace. They are not. They're not responsible for saving you. They're not responsible for any of that. You are. And you may not have had the tools in the past, and that's okay. Because you have to understand people don't necessarily want you to protect your peace, because protecting your peace means setting boundaries, means not worrying about what other people think, means do you at any given cost, right? So I want to give you an example of this. So this is you. Here you are. You're like, okay, I'm going to start this day good. It's going to be fabulous. But you realize that somebody just asked you to come to dinner. You don't really want to go to dinner. You definitely are like, ugh, man, I don't want to say yes. I just don't want to, but I'm going to feel bad for them if I do. Okay. So you just dropped a little something, something down so it's starting to cloud it up just a smidge. No big deal. Okay. It's not clear, but it is what it is. And now you're like, oh gosh, you tell your mom you're going to go do something and your mom starts judging you, or these people, your friends, whatever, start judging you. So what do? You start getting your headspace and saying, oh my gosh, maybe I should change that. Okay. So as you can see, you have done this. They have not done this. This is you. Okay. Then you sit there and you say, oh my gosh, I really want to set a boundary. I think I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. So now we get so focused on hurting somebody else's feelings that again, you are not protecting your peace. Okay. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You're going to hurt somebody's feelings when you set a boundary. Let me be very, very clear. Okay. Because these are people who benefited when you didn't have the boundaries. All right. So now that you have boundaries, they can't benefit. So of course you go, oh, but I need them to see my side of the story and my why. Okay. Well, we're really starting to cloud stuff up now, right? Okay. I mean, really look at this. You've only really started your day and look at this. Okay. Remember where we started. Remember where we are, but we're not even finished. And look how black it is. Like it's literally, look at that. Okay. I mean, there's some hope still up in there, right? Oh, don't worry. We're going to demolish that. You do that to yourself. And now you sit there and you say, well, I was looking on Instagram and I was watching people and, I want what they have. Like, I don't understand. Why is it everybody else and not me? Comparison. Oh, we're going to need a few more of the comparison, because comparison will absolutely, without a doubt, rob you. It will absolutely, without a doubt, rob you from whatever it is that you are focusing on, because you get too worried about other people, what they're doing, what you think you see, right? Just because you see it doesn't mean you know what's going on in somebody's world, in somebody's life. Okay. So let's see, what else? Now you start saying, well, I don't really have time to take care of me, or I don't have time, but I do have time to be on social media for 3 hours, right? So now you're avoiding yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. You avoiding yourself and putting yourself as a priority is sinking you. Okay. So mind you, that's not even nearly half of what goes through your mind. I want to show you. Look at that. That's your energy. Okay. So let's remember, this is what clean energy looks like. And this is where your energy is by worrying about what everybody else is saying and doing. right here. That's you. You're doing that. But they make me feel, no, they don't. No, 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 no. You're still worried about that, right? So the question is, do you want this or do you want this? Now, this is what your goal is. You're on the right path. It's your goal. Okay. Let's get that even off camera. We don't even need to see it. Okay. You want to keep it like this. And how do you keep it like this? Well, first of all, when somebody comes up and they keep trying to say, well, but I don't understand, and they don't like your no, and they don't do all that. Bye. Bye. Bye bye. Boundaries. Boundaries prevents that. Boundaries helps you get to a space to where you're not having to worry about it. They might get their feelings hurt. They might get mad. That's quite all right. I don't understand. I don't think you should do those things. It is my mistake to make. Your opinion of me is not my business. Okay? Right? Yeah, but gosh, what if I tell her I can't come to dinner? If I tell her I can't come to dinner, she's going to get mad. Let her get mad. Let her get mad. It is what it is. Well, but gosh, I just don't have time for myself, but I'm going to make time for myself. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care that I don't have time. I don't care that I don't feel like it. Those excuses go bye-bye. And that's how we keep this. That's how we keep this crystal clear. And all these people who you've had to boink, boink out of the way, they're going to have to be okay with it. Because again, you have to ask yourself, you remind yourself, you are in control of your energy. You are in control of listen, these people over here, they're going to be like, I don't understand. Put them on ice. Block like a profession. Walk away when needed. Stop over explaining yourself. Right? Because if you want this, stop blaming them. They're just shooting their shot. They have been getting away with it for years. They've been shooting their shot. When this starts to creep in, this isn't even on the screen. This isn't even, but I wish. Now you're looking and you're on Instagram and you think, oh my God, but these people over here, but yet you don't really know what they're doing to do this. This takes daily practice. This is doing your 5 journals. This is putting priority to move your body. This is saying no to things. This is being the villain. This is 2 + 2 is 9. Yep. Why are you correcting people? Let them believe whatever they want to believe. 2 + 2 is 75. Yep. Oh, but you don't see my side. That's fine. I don't care. Put whatever narrative you want on it. Right? Just be careful when you have my name in your mouth because it's not always good. We're not going to have this relationship. So again, do you want this energy? Or do you want this energy? You choose. And the beautiful thing about that is both of those are within your control. Both of those. And it's okay. And sometimes you're going to feel isolated. You're going to have to feel isolated. See, which you get too worried about having, I need this person here and this person here and everybody else who I've pushed away. I kind of need them here. Okay. With that comes this. This is a package deal. So that's fine. If you're holding on to things and you keep wanting it to be different and you keep falling in love with the idea how you want it, that's fine. That's fine. But then this is where this lives. This never lives here. These two things will never go together. No. These two. So then you have to get very clear very quickly and say, are you willing? Because sometimes you're going to be isolated for a minute because you're getting yourself back in check. Sometimes you're going to cut relationships that no longer serve your best and highest good. But when you do that and you start to remove these things and your expectations and all of those things, suddenly you start to see the transition from here to here. And it'll be a little foggy. It's not just going to be black and white like that. That'll get clearer. That'll get clearer. And that'll get clearer until you're here. And sometimes the people who started, these guys, they may or may not be in your circle. And that's okay. So ask yourself today, this or this, because there's not a place for both.